Hey everybody, and welcome to the next map that I'm going to play, which is Utapau Attack 1.5. This is a map that I've actually played and reviewed quite a couple of times on the main Kanoa channel, never yet on the Battlefront Max channel, and this is part of the Clone Wars Extended mod. I do believe I've also I've reviewed this as a separate standalone map, and that's kind of the thing with the Clone Wars Extended mod, which is a great mod. It adds a lot of new different units, different game modes, a whole ton of different maps. I believe more than 25 maps or something. A lot of those maps, though, are either also available standalone, therefore I have already reviewed them. I might do them again with the Clone Wars Extended units. We will see. One of them is, for example, the Coruscant Apartments, which I think is standalone, known as Palpatine's office. But as you can see, some very, very awesome skins here. And the whole setup of this battle, I think, is actually very, very cool, with having a really large-scale attack and a battle that visually is closer to that what we see in the movie, where it's just the clones fighting in these like hangars in the rocks of Utapau. Let's actually be maybe... oh yeah, let's be one of these guys. And there's a few maps in the Clone Wars Extended mod that stick out. One of the main reasons why I wanted to redo this again is because of the Mandalore Plaza map. Again, with rewatching the Clone Wars, or actually properly watching the Clone Wars now for the first time. Maybe we want to play some of the battles that we see from there. And you definitely have some mods out there that take the Clone Wars series as their base, but really want to emphasize on the look and feel of the series, and this basically focuses on the feel of it, because again, the characters do not look as cartoony as they do in the show. Oh my goodness. Obi-Wan Kenobi, a far better model than the vanilla one. Very nice. And again, as you can see, going for that realistic look. Now, the quality of the maps in the mod does differ a little bit. There are even some campaign mods out there. Some well-known ones. There's actually some very old-school maps in there as well, like the Battle of Teth. Christoph's is in there as well. If I'm not mistaken, those were added quite late. Meaning that it might also be like a collection of, you know, older classic maps. And so what you can do with a lot of these maps, and basically also all the vanilla maps, is you can either play classic Conquest, meaning you will have the vanilla units, the vanilla feel to it, or use the extended Clone Wars, and then you will have these custom units with the custom weapons, the custom skins, custom models, etc. In terms of Utapau maps, and there are not that many of them, this definitely is one of the best, if not the best, out there. In my mind, I thought there were more units on the map than there are here. It feels a little bit empty, more empty than I could remember. Personally, also something that I really, really love is the look of the blasters. They're a lot smaller, but a lot more vibrant in color. Really adding a punch to firing the weapons. Here we go. And again, there actually is a little bit more to this map than meets the eye, because, as I said, the outlook of this is fighting in this sort of like flat surface area, but
Another command post for the Republic.
there is a second battle going on at the area up the hill. It's a little difficult for me to jump over there. That's also where one of the spawn points is. Also, always a big fan of seeing the ATXT. Really makes me want to play the Clone Wars game again. There we go. So this is what I'm talking about. So now there's not a whole lot of battles going on here because there's no one spawning. But
although I'm leaving, the Force will be with you, always.
like, I think that's what I really love about this. It takes units that we know from Buster Cannon, yeah, from the Clone Wars series, but showcases them realistically. It's the same thing with Ahsoka. You know, up until Ahsoka was shown in The Mandalorian,
That's another command post under Republic control.
all we knew how she looked like was that cartoony CG character. And now you know what she looks like in flesh and blood. Same with Bo-Katan. You know, her facial proportions in the cartoon are really wacky. And it all makes sense if you actually look at the actress. Someone made a very, very funny comment, though, the other day about that, where Bo-Katan looks the exact same as she does in the Clone Wars when she first appears there, and Obi-Wan drastically has changed, has gotten a lot older, you know, after the Clone Wars, and The Mandalorian takes place after Return of the Jedi. So either Bo-Katan is like has found the potion of youth, or the fountain of youth,
Kenobi reporting for duty.
or the creators kind of messed up on that
Control.
timeline.
Reinforcements are being depleted. We have the upper hand.
All in all, I really like this map. It was a little bit more underwhelming compared to how I remembered it. And I thought it really had Excel numbers. And I wonder then if the map that I had in my mind might have been different, or that's also maybe worth finding out if the standalone version is indeed different. Now, I could also be mistaken here that it's a standalone, that if I look at the old video and see the link, that it actually does bring you to the Clone Wars Extended mod there. Oh, look at this. No audio for the blasters. That is a bit of a shame. So yeah, I would recommend this. I think it's cool. It's a big battle. You know, downloading the Clone Wars Extended alone makes it worth it because there's a lot of content there. But again, a little bit less than what I remembered. A little bit underwhelming. Not as good as I remembered. Though I do also have to say that if you, for example, start with, you know, doing modding reviews or playing modded maps and you play this, it's pretty cool and a lot more interesting or visceral than some of the vanilla maps. But by now, we have had Excel maps or big modded maps that have been a lot more intricate, polished, and just fun to play than this. You know, the Battlefront community has spoiled us over the years with some great maps and mods. Why not? Let's finish this with Obi-Wan.
General Kenobi reporting for duty.
I'll need to kill 4 more. God knows where. Oh. Of course they're tanks. Only 1 more. Alright guys, with that said, then I'm going to do already my outro. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to download this mod, you can find a link in the description down below. Again, it is not just the map itself, it is the whole Clone Wars extended mod, which comes with over 20 different maps. And don't forget to let me know any recommendations or requests of maps or mods you want to see on the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.